Well, hi there all. I'm here, right in the heart of the city of Canterbury. I'm walking along here, along the Great Stour River, and I'm doing a little wild camp here tonight. Weather's good. I've got all my necessaries with me. Got my triple hoop bivvy, which I've yet to actually sleep in. I've set it up and done a little quick pitch up video, but I've never actually slept in it. So I thought, as I'm in Canterbury today, I'll try a little sneaky little wild camp. There's plenty of places I can tuck myself away. I want to find a nice little spot beside the river. There's lots of information boards around here, lots to read. It's brilliant. I want to get away from that road traffic. A little bit noisy for me. I think I'll head off that way. Find a nice little spot, like I say. Settle down for a little while and pitch up. Hopefully have a good little wild camp. Weather's good. I reckon it might rain about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll be long gone by then. Maybe even back home. I'm just crossing the Great Stour River now. I'll spin round, give you a little view. There's still far too many people around at the moment. We're coming up to like a play area. Far too many people around. I'll wander on a little bit further. Find a bit of a quiet spot. So anyway, as I was saying earlier on, there's plenty of little spots I can actually tuck myself away when it gets a little bit darker. I've seen loads of them. There's something just here through a gate, for example. Looks a bit marshy. I could even just pitch in there. Or even just there. And once it gets dark, there ain't going to be people coming along here. Or maybe one or two. The river's just there, so be a nice and pleasant wild camp if I can get really close to the river. There is one spot I do know of, a bit further on, that I've stayed at before. It's not ideal because the ground is just stones, rubble. So you can't get any pegs in more than about an inch, if that, if you're lucky. But if I don't see anywhere suitable, that's always a place I can stay anyway. But even just here, like I say, got me a bivvy bag, so it's stealthy, low to the ground. And if I waited until it was dark, no one does even see if I'm a little pitched up over there. Just nice to be out in the fresh air. Been a long time. I've been suffering with an illness for about 10 weeks. Got some sort of chest infection, lung infection. Makes me very breathless. Keeps me coughing all the time. And then the weather hasn't been brilliant neither. But time to get back outdoors. So just as I set out anyway, I think I should have told you, maybe filmed it, but there was people there. But in a place called Dane John Park, I believe it's called, there is a water tap there. So I topped up my water bottles. So I've got 2 litres of water with me, which is enough for me coffee. This is a beautiful little spot. I could just pitch up here. Right next to a bench as well. I could actually sit there. Get my pots and pans out. My kettle. Well, it's a pan I use for boiling my water. Make myself coffee. And as you can hear, traffic noise is nearly gone. We're still early. It's only 6:30. So I wonder on a tiny bit further. I could always backtrack. What a beautiful day to go for a walk anyway. Hello, Mr. Magpie. That's a fat magpie actually. Another spot, look, I don't like being close to the pathway, that's the only thing. So I do try to be a little bit stealthy. There will be people jogging along here up until it gets dark. Also there'll be people cycling along here. And then first thing in the morning as well, there'll be people cycling along here and out jogging. It's a Saturday after all. And people do like to get out on a Sunday morning or Saturday evening, do their fitness regimes. Yeah, what can I say? This is beautiful. I know there's a train line further on through there. Cattle may be grazing here April to October. So that's a no-go, that one, I think. Can't see any cattle, but there's always a chance they could let cattle in. Anyway, it's gone with a little walk. Well, I do believe that today is Saturday the 6th of July. Could be the 7th. Oh, that could be a problem. Don't train horns all night. Yeah, as I was saying, I think it's Saturday the 6th of July today, 2024. But I met up with my son and my grandson down here in Canterbury. Spent the day with them. They had a little medieval festival thing going on. Hence the reason I'm down this way. The weather's beautiful. A little bit windy. But we're going to make the most of it. I really am. Just in front of us here, you can see like a little raised up bit of land there. I do believe that is the disused railway embankment that used to have a bridge that crossed over the river. Now it's been blanked off to my right hand side of the pathway I'm walking along. Obviously the river there on the left, and that's where I think it is. I've camped up on top of that before. I believe it is. Obviously, signs up there saying no camping. And like I say, the ground was really, really hard when I stayed there before. But it's another place. If need be, if I don't find somewhere else, I can go up there. There's a little picnic table at the bottom. So I've sat there before now, with a head torch on, cooking me dinner. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, that is the one. Let's take a wander up there and have a quick look. So as you see, like I say, it comes to an end there. Pathway goes around the corner. Used to be an old railway bridge. So the bit you can see that I just showed you is that bit obviously there. And the bridge now is gone and the other side's gone. But there's a hard standing, so I'll take you up and have a look. Yes, there's a sign over there by that stile. It says no camping. But I've actually stayed here before. There's steps going down in both directions. But yeah, I've camped just here. Like I say, it's extremely hard ground. I remember when I stayed here before, it's a beautiful view in the morning. So I am tempted. I'm going to wander on a little bit further. I am tempted to stay here again. And the problem is picking up the traffic noise again. It's still early. So have a look for somewhere else. As you can see, there's another bridge going across the river there. I've never gone across that bridge because I normally continue my trail along. So we'll have a look. Could be something further over there in the trees, away from the path. That's the actual side of the railway embankment thing. Someone's done a little painting on there. See now, as far as I'm concerned, that sort of graffiti isn't bad. Now, back in this little bend for a minute. See even there, that's a perfect spot. Look at that. Not too lumpy and bumpy neither. Back at the bench. I'll sit down here and have a 10-minute rest. Well, just up in front of me is that bridge I showed you. That went across the river, and it's closed off both ends by the looks of it. Spikes all the way along it. Then a bit further on, just up there, there's a traffic bridge. It seems to be quite busy, so the railway embankment I showed you just now is up the top there. So besides wandering through here, which says there could be cattle grazing as well, even though there isn't, but there's long grass. There's a bench just here. I'll chill out here in the sun a few minutes. I might have a look over there because there is a little stile just here. Like I say, besides, this is a little bit lumpy and bumpy, but besides that, up on top of the railway bridge, it looks pretty good to me if I can get a stake in the ground. There is a stile there, like I say. So depending on what the ground's like, might be worth a little look. I'm just gonna chill out in the sunshine while I'm up this side, make up my mind. So it's getting a little bit later now. It's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not chilly. I'll put my hat on, get the sun out of my eyes. And when I get my hat at the back, I'll have a little thin jacket. I'll pop that one, just for a bit of comfort. Still wandering along, just having a look. There's been a couple sitting up here for a while. See, there was a bench there. It's in the sun, and then now moved on a bit further down that way. So I thought, come and have a look, see what it's like around here. It looks extremely pleasant. So I just just over there, if I spin the camera around, it's a bridge I was saying about that's closed off. Hope the camera picks it up. But there, besides the main road up there, which is really, really noisy, it's really pleasant around here. I'm hoping we'll actually get a decent sunset. Anyway, I'm going to wander over to this bench. Would be nice if I get the drone up for a few minutes. Well, it's not a drone, it's my Hover X1 Air, which is a flying camera, I suppose, rather than a drone. Ooh, looks like a little maze as well. Spin the camera around, so you can have a look. It's only a tiny little thing, but there's something extra. Yeah. Not big enough to get a tent in, though. Definitely not flat enough. There again, saying that. No, I just couldn't. Oh, but there is a sign just past that bridge as if it's closed. We'll go and have a look. Careful while I spin the camera around. Yeah, just over there. We'll go and have a look. Because that was the bridge that was shut, it's there. So my Hover X1 at the moment is just updating itself. But if I get my bearings right, I do believe that I can cross over the river there. And I think it brings us out at the back of Camping International. Not Camping International, Go Outdoors, sorry. I believe that is just over there. Which would be even more handy for me in a way. So I do like to visit there. Just to see what they have on offer. And if I need new equipment, whatever. So I could, if I am right, when I visit camping, Go Outdoors, sorry, get it right. Yeah, if I'm correct, when I visit there, instead of going all the way back down to the city centre, which is only like half a mile, and half a mile back along the river, I could just come across there. But as soon as my Hover X1 has updated, we're going to have a look. Oh, looks like it's done. See if I can get some aerial shots. Well, I did manage to get the Hover X1 up in the air, but it's very, very breezy, so it wasn't very stable. But we'll see what the footage comes out like. So anyway, I've just left the bench I was sitting on by the little maze there. As I said, we're going to wander up here just to have a look what this sign says and see if it is where I think it is, and check out what's on the other side of the bridge there. Well, pleasantly surprised about that. Just come to the end of the path and I'm right next to B&M, which is handy for food and things. And not only that, about 2 shops up is the Go Outdoors I was saying about. Oh yeah. Whereas I've been carrying around lump steak all day and leftover vegetable curry, which I was going to have for my dinner tonight, even though I went into Burger King with my son this afternoon. A triple whopper, so I'm full up. But this food, at least the steak, I've got to eat tonight. I don't want to throw it away. It's handy to know for future. I know where the water supply is when I'm down this way. And now I know where to get to food, even if it's just a rice or something for the night. Really happy about that. No camping spot through here though. I don't mind, because I'm only 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes walk from the benches I was sitting on, and just down from there is the railway embankment. Look at the railway embankment tonight, even though there's plenty of places beside the path next to the river. I want to be a tiny bit stealthy, tuck myself away a little bit. So I'm back here at a picnic table, and if you know me, I've just got to have a coffee. So I've emptied my bottle of water there into my pot, which I've got on boiling. I'll have to decide now is what I'm going to have. I've got Lions 2-in-1 there. I've got 2 of these NY coffee 3-in-1 salted caramels. I've got a Nescafe chocolate caramel brownie mocha, and that is another 3-in-1 Nescafe salted caramel. I think as I've got 2 of these, I'm going to have one of these ones. Like I say, I've got me leftover curry in there which I can cook up, and my steaks. They're only thin cut beef steaks, but they've defrosted all day, so yeah, Tesco's thin cut beef steaks. Like I say, I don't want to throw them away, so I'll definitely be cooking them up before I pitch up tonight. Not too worried about the vegetable curry, but because that didn't cost money. But they're definitely these. But first, it's the coffee. I've got it on my little brazers mat on top of the picnic table, so I don't scorch nothing, don't do any damage. I'll sit here right by the river. Still loads and loads of people walking around though, so far too early to think about. Coffee's made in my bottle. And the good thing is, because I've got the water from a decent water fountain source, or a drinking fountain, whatever you want to call it, for these like 3-in-1s and things like that, you don't need the water actually boiling, just hot. So because it's, you don't need to purify it anyway, so yeah, it's good. Besides, if you boil it, then you've got to wait for it to cool down, whereas this, it's a tiny bit too hot at the moment, but it's very nearly drinkable. The only thing I have noticed though, same as usual, being near a river or anything like that, or marshland, the little bitey bugs are out. There's loads of them flitting around me at the moment, but none of them are biting. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my coffee before I cook my steak. So I've just come round the corner from the picnic table where I've made my coffee into the sun, and maybe you can see, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick them up, but the amount of little flying little bug things there are. Like I say, I haven't been bitten yet, but there's loads of them. because of all the growth here, and also next to the river. I'm still hoping on that beautiful sunset though. Well, it's 20 minutes to sunset and didn't get that beautiful sunset I was looking for. But there's still a lot of people wandering around. Now, I can't believe it. It'll be dark soon. Still can't put out the tent yet. So that flat spot there is where I'm going to put my bivvy bag up. As I was saying, there's still too many people around. One of the sets of steps up from the main path is just here. And my bivvy bag's going to be just there. And people can still get past it. But I don't want to go upsetting people by them coming up here and finding a strange man in a strange tent. And then the other set of steps down is just here. There's people down by the picnic bench at the bottom down there as well. I think I should sleep alright, despite the train and the road traffic noise. We'll see. But it looks like I'll be putting the bivvy bag up with my head torch. And I've got a funny feeling that through them trees over there, there's something white. And a few times since I've been here, I've heard a coughing come from that direction. So I'm not sure if that's a tent through there. Someone else camping. No, I'll be a bit stealthy. Keep the noise down. Keep the volume down. And keep the light down as well. Well, bottle of coffee's empty. So I'm just going to set up here and make myself another bottle. I might have the chocolatey one this time, I think. Yeah, got the water on boiling. Definitely going to have this one. It's a good drink for the evening. Well, just made me hot chocolate, or me Nescafe chocolate brownie mocha or whatever it was. And as you can see, it's not going to be light for much longer. Still the odd one or two people jogging along the track below me. And I do keep still hearing voices. So I think it's getting towards the time now that not going to risk putting the poles into my tent, even if I don't actually pitch up yet. Well, we've got the bivvy tent all set up, and I was right. There's people over there. I heard the noises coming from. So I keep seeing a flash of a torch. So I'm just being extra careful. Like I say, it's set up. As I said earlier on, the pegs don't go all the way to the floor because the floor's too hard. But it's a pretty solid setup, even though these are sticking out quite far. It's pretty tight. It'll be a good night. Providing they don't keep me awake. People over there, these. And the traffic, and the trains, and everything else. So I'm going to finish setting up the rest of my gear. I'm going to pop the rucksack in the bottom of my bivvy tent because there's plenty of room, and I've got a dry bag with me, a camo dry bag that is, that I can put anything that needs to stay outside, like my boots or whatever, they can stay in there. So well, good morning everybody. It's 5:30 in the morning and I've just got up. Slept reasonably well. Didn't have too much of a problem with the traffic. I did wake up just gone midnight and it was a bit chilly. Actually, it was quite cold. And opened up the tent, looked up at the sky, and it was just full of stars. So many stars, it was unbelievable. But being a really cold night, as you can see, there's lots of dew about on all vegetation around here, and all over my tent. Looks a bit like a frost in places. Yeah, a bit condensation inside, but not too much. Also, I slept pretty well actually. It's nice to wake up. Lovely surrounding like this. I was quite happy with me bivvy tent. Very spacious actually. And being really lightweight, I could actually see the light coming through from the stars. So I didn't feel claustrophobic. Nice head height, I did like that. But it's definitely a summer use only tent. It was spring and autumn, definitely not for the winter. And definitely not if it's raining, I don't think. Beautiful. Now, I'll just check the train times. First train out of Canterbury this morning is 19 minutes past 7. So I've got less than 2 hours, which surprisingly our time does go really fast. So I'm going to get my stove and everything out in a second, make myself a nice hot drink. So I've still got half a bottle of me chocolate mix from last night. So I've only put a small amount of water in my pan. Yeah, not a lot. And I will actually get this to boil. And like I say, top up my bottle over there with most probably just a normal coffee. I might put a caramel coffee in it, yeah. And if the water's boiling, it should be just about right drinkable temperature. In no hurry, but I do need to pack up reasonably quick this morning. And you can see the condensation now is dripping down onto my sleeping bag. That's alright, I'll hang it up as soon as I get indoors today. Not a problem. The first thing to do is have a nice warm drink. So I was just standing there having some of my drink. It's still only not even 5:45 yet. And the lady's just come walking past, walking her dog. And say good morning, very pleasant. No complaints or anything, so. But yeah, someone's already seen me. Most probably see now the sun has popped up over there. I'll spin the camera around. It looks like it's going to be a really pleasant day. Got no other plans for today as such, except for get home, do a bit of housework, edit my video, and maybe pop up see my daughter and granddaughters this afternoon. But no hurry. But like I say, I will get me tint, get it strike, take it down, get packed up. But finish my bottle of coffee first, and maybe make a second one. Well, as you can see from my shadow down there, the sun is definitely up. But I took the tent down and still got half a bottle of my drink. It's 6:15. As you can see, where my tent was, a bit dry grass, and surrounding it is all dew. So whereas I said I had a lot of condensation in my tent, I had some inside, which is unexpected in a small tent like that, or bivvy tent. But I think a lot of it was also the morning dew. But at least I've got my tent packed away, so I've finished my drink. Make another one for my journey and go for a little wander, I think. Still nice and early. All day to enjoy myself. Well, all packed, ready to head on my way. So it's in that direction. It's, at the moment, it's 5 to 7. So I don't think I'm actually going to make the 19 minutes past 7 train. I don't mind. Left no trace behind me, as you can see. Got my coffee. Time to head off. Continue on my journey.